Tilgul घ्या आणि गोड गोड बोला. Yes, today we are going to do a project on Makar Sankranti, wherein we are going to teach our kids about the harvest festivals where they are going to harvest it themselves, and also we are going to see about kite flying and much more. So without any further delay, let's get started with this amazing project. So here is our project on Makar Sankranti. It's ready. Now let's have a look. So the project starts with Makar Sankranti is an Indian festival. It is celebrated on 14th or 15th January every year. Now here, if you don't want to confuse the child, or if the child is getting confused, it's better to write that this year we will celebrate Makar Sankranti on 15th January. If next year you are doing, then this year we will celebrate it on 14th January. Okay. Next sentence will be, on this day we pray to Sun God. So after this cover page, we will turn to page number 1. So now coming to page number 1, I know it looks a bit complicated, but let me tell you, you will change your opinion after this. So here it can be done in 2 ways, but let's understand first about this model. Here, before starting, we are going to take 3 points into consideration. Like, first one is, we are going to tell a child about the strong sun rays and the weak sun rays. Okay, so what happens when you go to a strong sun ray? You are going to feel hot. When you go to the weak sun rays, you are not going to feel hot, or let's say you will feel cold, just not to confuse a child. Okay, so this is the first point. Second point is, as you all can see this black dotted line, this line, it is called the axis of the earth, and it is never straight. It is always tilted either this way or it can be tilted this way. Okay, so I have extended further with the white line because you have to align it with this because the earth is tilted at 23.5 degrees. You don't have to go into details of that, but you have to keep in mind that it is always tilted and not straight. After this, point number 3 is, you should know where is India at least, or if a child knows about the continents, it is the cherry on the cake. So now why I have done this model is, I would like to tell my child about the change of the seasons which occur. Now let's see what happens when there is winter season in India. As y'all can see, here is India, and this sun rays, the strong sun ray has ended and the weak sun rays are started, and the weak sun rays are falling on this part of the earth. So the upper part of the earth, they will experience winter season. But what's happening in Australia? It's having summer over there, and same is true about South Africa. So they'll be having summer season. And so now you can understand why Antarctica is all ice. Also the Arctic Circle is all ice, because it gets less sun rays. So what happens in Makar Sankranti is, Makar Sankranti, the earth tilts this way. So as you all can see now, strong sun rays is falling on India. So India will be having summer season. Okay, and so the days will become warm, the days will become longer, and the summer season will start. But can you see what's happening in Australia? The winter season. Okay, so in this way we can tell about the change of seasons with this model. But friends, let me tell you, if you find this very confusing, if a child you think will not be able to understand, the second thing which you can do is, you don't do these rays, you just have to draw a sun over here. Okay, and to tell a child that when the earth moves away from the sun, okay, or the upper part, when the upper part of the earth, when it moves away from the sun, it will feel cold, because as you all know, what is sun? It is the hot ball of fire. So whatever moving away from it, it is going to feel cold. But whatever moving towards it, which happens in Makar Sankranti, the upper part is facing towards the sun, and so it will have summer. But can you see the lower part of the earth? That is facing away from the sun, and so it will have winter. So in this way, it can be explained to a child. So now you take a call as to which model you have to do. But I have made this model because I wish to keep it, and I wish to tell her about the changes of the seasons and as to why they occur. So now after telling you about this, now let's see what are the lines which a child will say. So on Makar Sankranti, the earth tilts towards the sun. Okay, so the days become warm The winter season ends, the spring season begins. Also the days become longer than the night. Now here I have painted this picture, but there are many available on the net, so you can take any picture which has India shown in it. So after this page we will go to page number 2. Now here we are going to write that it is also called as the harvest festival. We are introducing a new word, harvest, which means gathering of the crops. So a farmer is very happy, see, as you can see over here, because he's got the crops back. Now he can gather them and store them. So this is called the harvest festival. And here there are many images available on the net. You can download the image of the farmer, you can download the image of the basket, and also of the field. Going to the next page, that is page number 3. Here we will say about the kite flying, number 3 and number 4. So on this day, kids as well as grown-ups enjoy flying kites. Now many people ask that why do we fly kites on Makar Sankranti? Basically it is said that flying kite in the early morning sun is considered healthy. So I have added this sentence over here. And also some people say that to welcome the sun they fly kites because the sky looks really very colorful. So that is to welcome the sun. Okay, so next sentence will be our International Kite Festival is held at Ahmedabad in Gujarat on this day every year. Now this required a special mention because it is a very big festival. You can see kites of all shapes and sizes, and there are people participating in this from all over the world. So here kite flying competitions take place, and the sky looks beautiful with colorful kites. Now there are also kite festivals organized in Rajasthan and Telangana, but this one is bigger, so I have only mentioned this one. So now let's talk about the safety. The first is always fly kites in open spaces. So do not fly kite around the trees because it may get tangled in the trees. Do not fly near the road because it can cause accidents, and also not around the powerhouses. There's also one more thing, that do not use thread made up of glass powder. Here I have shown the spool with a thread and some spikes on it to show that this is made up of glass powder. Let me put a cross. Yes. So do not use thread made up of glass powder, as it can injure your hand and it can also injure the birds. The next page is about the name of Makar Sankranti is different in different part of the country. Like now here I have mentioned around 6 states, okay, with 5 names. But depending upon your child, depending upon his comfort level, you can either first introduce with 1 or 2 or 3, and then you can increase it. Now here I have mentioned that Makar Sankranti is known by different names across country. Like in Maharashtra, Makar Sankranti, Gujarat, Uttarayan, Punjab and Haryana it is called Lohri, Assam it is called Bhogali Bihu, and Tamil Nadu it is called Pongal. Now coming to the last page, here we have made sesame and jaggery laddus. So here I have pasted some sesame and the crumpled paper, brown paper for jaggery. So on this day we distribute sweets among our families and friends and say Tilgur gya ani god god bola. Thank you. So guys, do let me know as to how you like the project in the comment box below. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, do share the video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel for more such educational videos. Till then, this is Amrapali signing off. Happy Makar Sankranti and happy growing up with your loved ones.